Waiting for Senator Richard Onyonka and Senator Joe Nyoto. As soon as they're here, they'll join the conversation. But this morning, we're waking up to the news on the Daily Nation. It's against all odds. Striker Ryan Ogam scored the winning goal in the 75th minute, sending Kasarani into wild celebrations. You must have seen the action that has been for the Harambee Stars to get to where they are, top of the Group A, and now to face Madagascar this Friday. And of course, quite some work they have managed to do there. It is also one of the main stories on the Standard. Harambee Stars beat Zambia to top group. Harambee Stars sealed the top spot in Group A of the 2024 CHAN with a hard-fought 1-0 win over Zambia, sending Kenyans into wild celebrations. The win confirmed a home quarter-final clash against Madagascar on Friday. And of course, there are many other stories, including varsity fees shocker, which is the main story on the Daily Nation, of how first-year students begin reporting to universities today amid protest of unclear fee structures, including mandatory charges of up to 50,000 shillings to secure admission, even as HELB allocations are yet to be disbursed. Then there are stories on the National Treasury dragged into fine for 60 billion shilling police salaries, and Chief Justice Koome, top judges, off the hook after the Judicial Service Commission dismissed petition seeking the removal of all Supreme Court judges. You may remember those petitions. Now, in honor of the Harambee Stars in the performance, let's have a mention of what your thoughts are, beginning with you, Senator Mutinda. What do you make of this moment for Kenya?
Good morning once again, and for us as Kenyans, we are very, very proud of our team, Harambee Stars. Big up. Actually, it's an indication that talent pays. The president has also led by ensuring that he's really motivated our team, Harambee Stars. Right. They are millionaires in town as we speak. He's also made our stadiums be filled to the brim over the weekends, and Kenyans coming together, supporting our own team, Harambee Stars. It's been really, really positive, and we really wish them the very, very best. So much. Actually, you cannot even tell that is the same Kasarani Stadium we've been having. Yeah. It's just having a whole new look. The only disappointment, of course, has been when the security was breached. All these young people just trying to get in, and FKF had to pay huge sums of fines. Right. And we are still really asking them to kindly ensure that they follow the procedures. What we saw yesterday, people were there 5 hours before the match. It had to be filled at a 3/4 level because of that. So we hope that as we proceed forward, all those the standards that have been set should be adhered, because yesterday the match was just so beautiful. Big up to our team.
It was actually lower than 3/4. It was 45% because it was 26,986 fans in attendance out of a capacity of 60,000. For you, Mheshimiwa Omondi, what do you make of it?
I'm a member of the sports committee in Parliament, so I'm very pleased with the results. And I would like to really congratulate Harambee Stars and Coach Benny McCarthy, but also acknowledge the excellent support from the President.
Right.
I think that has really motivated the players. It is quite outstanding what the President has done to support the team, and also CS Mvurya and his team.
Yep.
Yeah, and even the organizers. Apart from Harambee Stars winning, I think Kenya has also won in terms of the organization. Yesterday was a very good day. So I think Musonye, Mike Rabar and their teams, I think they've really done well. So we should say ongera to Harambee Stars, ongera to Rais, ongera to Kenyans, and ongera to Mvurya and his team.
Right. 4 matches, 4 goals.
With the winning shots fired by the Confederation of Africa.
Okay, I don't think we did that. But 4 matches, 4 goals at 10 points. And of course, they're doing way better than even Morocco, which has so far posted 8 goals in their favor, conceding 3 goals with a goal difference of 5. But it's about the winning. And Mheshimiwa Omondi, tell me, because these players have been promised, and the promise has been growing, now at I think 5.5 million shillings. will this be taxed?
Actually, we have a bill in Parliament proposed by one of our members in the sports committee, Honorable CNN Charles Nguna Ngusia, on how to reward sports persons when they perform very well.
Yep.
And part of that is tax exemption. But you see, under our current constitution, we don't have tax exemption.
Yeah.
Those are excluded. But what could happen is the government could cover the tax by paying it.
Okay.
You could still just, KRA could demand the tax, but the government would pay it, and the players would still get the 2.5.
So that the full amount of 5.5 becomes the net pay after tax?
Yes, but the government would pay that tax. I think that's what they should do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would you know where this money is coming from?
Where the money is coming from?
Yeah.
I think obviously it's coming from taxpayers. It's not coming from anybody's pocket.
Yeah.
The question is, was it budgeted for? And we would only hope if it was not, there'll be a supplementary budget with it, and we look into it. But the government has ways of rewarding sports persons, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, from other budget lines.
Senator Mutinda, your thoughts on that particular question? Because you see, at the end of the day, yes, everyone is happy that we are doing so well.
Yes.
But then we are a constitutional democracy governed by the Constitution and laws and rules that we have put in place for ourselves. How do you regularize this? Because just from a presidential pronouncement, how do you make it have the bearing of law?
As Mheshimiwa has put it correctly with the bill that is in the National Parliament, that, this taxation should take place.
Yeah.
We agree with it, but let's see what has been put in place. But as far as your question is concerned in regards to where is this money coming from, first of all, from the Ministry of Sports, the budgets are also set aside for such kind of events. But you note that the motivation for the players, the 5.5 right now as we speak, this motivation is coming directly from the president. So this is also his own token. This is his own, partly his own money, apart from what they get rewarded and what they get paid for from the Ministry of Sports. There's also what the president has given them and rewarded them. So that is his own personal reward, which actually I feel from where I sit that it has really, really contributed to the win that we've seen for Harambee Stars. And I might start asking then, since it's appreciating talent, I feel that it should also cut across to all the other talents that we have for our young people, because really talent pays. That is his money. Let us also see other leaders coming out and supporting after the semi-finals. It should not only just be the president. Let us as Kenyans also come out. Let's even have a pay bill, and when they win, let them just be rewarded from us. We should just not be a cheering squad. We should cheer and finally give them also something small as Kenyans as a whole.
Okay.
Yes.
You have two positions, the two of you. Mheshimiwa Mondi believes it's taxpayers' money. You believe it's a token from the president's pocket. Senator Nyoto, karibu sana, and it's good to see you. We were just talking about the success that Harambee Stars has posted now to play the quarterfinals against Madagascar on Friday. Your thoughts on that, but also secondly on the source of this money and what we need to do to regularize what is a presidential pronouncement if this money is to come from the taxpayers.
Thank you, Sam, and allow me to first congratulate Harambee Stars. Yesterday was a good moment. This is one of the rare moments when we get united as a country and when we are able to see ourselves as Kenyans, because any win by a Kenyan team unites the nation in a big, big way. And so I think it was something very good, and we believe and encourage our Harambee Stars and other teams in other sports, of course, to continue doing preparations and doing the best they can to bring that kind of pride to the country. However, that having been said and done, I've been following even before I came in. But I think the source of these funds, and it's a good thing to motivate teams, to motivate people who do something patriotic and bring us wins. Mm-hmm. But then the source of these funds is something that should be thought about in a bigger way. Because my concern, Sam, has been not just for this, but even for the empowerment programs that are happening, that all these, monetary benefits being given to people always come in cash.
Right.
And then it begs then the question, where is this cash collected from? I've heard my colleague, Senator Mutinda, say that most of these funds could be, the president's personal contribution, which is good. But then it's a high time we also started asking ourselves, because we know how much the president earns. Is this high time we started asking ourselves, which are the sources of this money the president dishes out? And well, we know that the president is also a business person, but then I think we should also go ahead and ask ourselves what income tax, the tax returns that he has made, so that we can see whether he has paid tax, because I don't think he's
You actually believe it's from his personal resources?
I actually don't believe it. I don't believe it, but then you see I have no proof. But I don't believe that it is from his personal resources, because if it was, then you would start asking yourselves, what is this business the president does that pays so handsomely? That is that profitable.
Okay, I'm asking that because the other promise is that should they proceed beyond the quarterfinals, they also receive two-bedroom affordable housing unit. So the law allows that to happen, Mheshimiwa Omondi?
Let me go a little back to rewarding our sports persons. I think under the sports fund, there's a mechanism for that. We have a sports fund, which is a fund financed by betting proceeds. And if you look at the way the fund is structured, there's a mechanism there for rewarding sports people. So I don't know whether that is where the money is coming from. I'm just speculating. I don't know.
Okay.
But I saw also Right Honorable Raila making a donation of 500,000 per player, isn't it?
Yes.
So that, I believe, is coming from his own pockets. Now, going forward, you're asking about the affordable housing. Again, if the money will come from the sports fund and the government will pay for those houses, because I don't think they'll be free. I don't think they should be given out free. Somebody has to pay for them. And I think the players should also apply in the normal way and the normal process followed. Yeah. But the payment at least should be acknowledged to have come from somewhere. And I think the best route is a sports fund, because there's a mechanism for that.
Yeah. So how do we clean it up? Because there's so many sports in the country. There's so many competitions that people take part in. How do you clean it up so that it doesn't appear like it's skewed towards a national team, yet there are so many other people who are playing different sports? Yeah,
I think you're right, or it doesn't look like it is something that is done as a matter of fiat, or it is personalized. I think that is what the bill by CNN is trying to address, so that there would be a proper mechanism to reward sports people, so that even if the president announces himself that this and that will happen to reward somebody who has excelled in sports, people will know the criteria used. I think what is causing some anxiety is people don't, when there's lack of clarity, when the questions you're asking, where is the money coming from? Who determines that it is 2.5? It begins to look like there's no order. I think we need to clean that up. I agree with you. Okay. So that everybody knows clearly, the money is coming from here. This is how the decisions are made. And also, not just football, rugby, athletics, paraplegics, everybody is rewarded,
Okay, all right. Now let's transition from one point of giving to another point of giving, which is the ongoing empowerment programs that are being conducted by the Kenya Kwanza leadership across different parts of the country. One of the grandest ones is what happened at State House a week or so ago, the other Saturday, and the president hosted over 1,000 groups at State House to distribute different equipment, including those that will be used for car wash, those that will be used at salons, and many other things, including public address systems and music systems. Let's listen to what the president said at the time.
I welcome the latest judicial decision upholding the direct payment of Skiza earnings to musicians, cutting out middlemen as the new law requires. However, we have noticed in the past that the artists end up with a short end of the stick. It is now...
All right, we'll get the correct clip during that empowerment program that was at State House, but I'm sure you saw that. Let me begin with you, Honorable Senator Mutina, because I've seen you in some of the empowerment events in Ukambani region. And you're seeing, so first of all, what is the structure of these events?
Okay, first of all, before even I respond to the issue of empowerment, I thought you wanted actually to play the Nairobi team, which I was part of it last Saturday, but I look forward for you to play. Yeah. Allow me to mention something small when you asked about the housing, affordable housing for our Harambee Stars team. The president stated very clearly when he talked about the reward for the housing that it shall follow the due process that is there. So it's not just like something directly that are going to be given, but they shall follow the process of acquiring a home or a house through the affordable housing program. So back to the issue of the empowerment. Yes, we've been doing empowerment, both for the Boda Boda empowerment and the women empowerment. Yes, I've visited the eastern regions, and as a representative of Nairobi, yes, last Saturday, but one, I guess, yes, we had a very, very wonderful day with our young people in Nairobi, the youth and also the women. We were able to bring up groups that have officially been registered, the CBOs that have been registered. We were able to ask them, what do they need? What is it that will economically be able to help them improve their revenue, improve them financially? And they were able to state what they felt they needed. It was freely coming from them. It was not us as leaders directing them, but we guided them and gave them options. For the tents and chairs, the catering items, the car wash machines, pool tables, the saloon kits, the barbershop items, different items cutting across. Right. These are items that they are able to set up their businesses depending on the different locations that they come from in the city and be able to generate income and also revenue. So basically for that to be able to be achieved, the structure is in such a way that there is a communication that the leader brings these people together, identifies them genuinely, that they are officially registered, and then they are able to be rewarded. Also, they are able to be given the entrepreneurial knowledge that is needed. That this money is not money that they're supposed to put in their pocket or divide among the members of the group. For example, they are 20, they are 15, they start dividing the amount that they've been given. They should be able to ensure that this amount regenerates into value.
Okay, so when you hear of groups of 10...
Yes.
So a group of 10 and they say they want motorbikes. How many motorbikes do you give?
Actually, now, let me make it clear, because the issue of motorbike has been discussed. Let me make it clear this way. The Eastern region and border empowerment that we've been doing, yes, the border people have got groups.
Yeah.
They have registered their own CBOs, ranging from between 15 to 20 people, for example, or depending on the number of people that are in that particular group. When we do that empowerment, in the Eastern region we've done, whatever is contributed, case example like 4 million, that is now what the leader divides amongst the groups.